Hello everyone and welcome to Stitchin' Ain't Easy. My name is Ashley. Thank you guys so very much for joining me today. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is currently 3 days until Christmas, which is bananas. I've mentioned just why not I've been working like a crazy person to get all of the things done. You do all of the things. And here we are just right before Christmas Day, and the family and I have come down with the bugs. So it's not the bad thing. Shall not be named. But yeah, so there are Christmas plans, I guess. Just hang out here and get better. Yeah, we all have antibiotics, and so we all should be okay. I don't even know. I'm beyond bummed because we have, usual traditions and usual things that we do. We have places we're supposed to be, things we're supposed to do, all, like I said, which we weren't going like all over. We were going to 2 places, to my mom's and my husband's mom's and my mother-in-law's. That's it, just 2 places. And now we aren't. So there's that. So I have some things that I've made that I'm going to. We have other family members and things that I knew that we weren't going to see, but I still made them items just, because. So I'm going to show those to you guys. And then I have some that are from, or not from anyone. They're for my mama and the people who watch this, and stuff for, well, the people in this household. And so I'm gonna do a video and like record those things and then show you guys later after they all open them, just because, in case you guys are wondering what I'm wearing, one of my beautiful friends on here sent me this. Set this down, this little capelet I'm rocking with my Stitchin' Ain't Easy shirt. She sent me this and a hat, and I'm loving the hat. It's like this slouchy look. I'm all about it. So it's keeping me warm currently, even though it's like 60 degrees out here, or not out here, outside. So sorry to my friends who are dealing with cold weather, but at the same time, a white Christmas would be kind of neat. So there's that. All right, not any other time, just for Christmas Day. So all right, so I'm gonna probably have a few little breaks in this because I have all of the things that I've made like organized in little piles, like in little name tags, like who they're for, who they go to. I really don't need that in my hand. They're like organized by household. It's very much Game of Thrones over there. So yeah, they're organized by house. And so, anywho, I'm going to show you a few things first, like I said, and then there'll be a little weird random breaks, just in case you're curious why they're weird random. Me doing this a lot, you'll know why. So, alright. This first hat I made with my 5mm hook, and it is Yarn Bee Wild Streak in the color Peacock. I just did a double crochet hat. I'm not telling anybody who anything's for, just because I will on the one, everyone here and stuff, but otherwise. But I love the colors, how it turned out. I think it's so pretty. But the yarn is just lovely. So yeah, the Yarn Bee Wild Streak. And then these, I had 2 skeins of the Woolies Thick and Quick. I've mentioned in a few videos, it's been, I think, over a year now, which is nuts. A Walmart by us closed down, a little like just normal Walmart, not the super center. It was like one of the good ones, a normal Walmart. Anyway, with an actual craft section. It was lovely. Anyway, they closed down, and so I did pretty alright as far as clearance yarn goes. So I got, one day they had like 50% off day, so that was a good time. Anyway, this is Lion Brand Woolies Thick and Quick in the color Coney Island. I got these for $3.50. I had 2 skeins of this one, and so I made 2 hats. I made this one first, and it is, oop, I'm losing name tags already, see? So I didn't bring everything over here together. Okay, but I made this one first, and I used my 8mm, and it turned out really big. So yeah, I don't know, and anyway, it's really big. So maybe if you have another stocking cap, you could put that one on for extra warmth or something. So then I made another one in the same yarn, same hook. I just didn't increase as much, and it's perfect. And so this is the one I'm gifting. The other one, I don't know. Like I said, if you could put that one on top of this one, it'd probably be like the ultimate warmth. But anywho. Okay, so those I crocheted. The other 4 that I have right here, anyway, I think that's all. I have a couple scarves that were on the knitting machine, but these hats were all on the knitting machine. And I mentioned it started dropping stitches. The hubby took it. He's like oiling it and fixing it up, oil can, all of those things, very much the Tin Man at the moment. So he's gonna fix it and make it better, so that'll be fun. But I have been making hats, so I like it for that. I guess I almost showed you the name on the name tag. Y'all don't need to know that. Okay, so anyway, this is the first one. These are all, I'm really sure that this is the same yarn. I don't think it is. Well, I kind of think it might be. I kind of feel like this is the same. I'm really sure that this is the Wild Streak. I think these are the same yarns. Correct me if I'm wrong, if anybody knows, in case you were here when I made them. I'm pretty sure. But anyway. But yeah, I just did this one on the knitting machine, so you can roll it up if you want to. It's for a little feller, so all right. Then I made this one. This is, I don't remember which yarn. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it's Hobby Lobby also, though. Isn't it pretty? I'm really sure this one's Hobby Lobby, but I love how it turned out. It's so cool. So yeah, and I did them extra long, so they're double thick, so that way they're super warm for our 70-degree December that we're having. So just made everybody overall shorts or something instead. Okay. And there's this one that's just gray. Nothing fancy there, it's a darker gray, but then there's this one that I made extra long so that it can be folded up and have a cute little brim or whatever. And I mean, they're reversible if you wanted them to be. So there you go. Yep. It gets pretty. Once again, I really like how that yarn worked up. Okay, so there's my first set. So all right. Okay. Once again, I knew better than to bring everything over here. Those few hats, the name tags got all discombobulated and So yeah, that's just a couple things at a time. All right. So anyway, oh gosh, see, about lost another name tag. I'm fixing to wrap all of these things, but I wanted to show you guys before I, like, you know, send them on their way, because I don't know, someone might care. I don't know, one of y'all might want to see them, I'm not sure. All right, so this is a mandala cake. I do not remember the colorway. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys, but I did this one on the knitting machine as well. It's the whole cake, the whole enchilada, y'all. I love these so much. I just did the whole entire thing, and then it's this like ginormous scarf, and then I just tied off, like cinched in the ends and things. But okay, I'm gonna take this off for just a second. So you can do this. I mentioned I'm not quite 5 feet tall, so it's extra long on me, but you can do these. You could even cover your ears if you wanted. It's very much like a thneed from the Lorax, because everybody needs a thneed. But anyway, but yeah, you could do, you know, one of these and keep yourself extra warm. But I just like how long it is. Do whatever you wanted to, you know, really. Just keeps going. But they're extra long. But yeah, I just used the entire cake, and it was fun just to not stop until it's like, okay, I need that much to sew the ends together, and that's whenever I stopped. So alright, there's that one. A couple of these, before I package them up, I need to put or sew the ends on. Oh, I forgot, right? Yes. Anyway, but yeah, I need to stitch the ends in before I package, like, you know, wrap them. That's the word. Okay. This is a like a front scarf, front shawl kind of thing, but it just has this giant neck. This was gonna be one of like the hooded ones, but then I made it so far and thought it was kind of cool how it almost looks like a turtleneck. Like if you just take it off and make it lay, it's pretty dang cute. And so this is the front. This is the Red Heart Super Saver, I don't know, the color Party Time, I'm pretty sure. But I will link the pattern for this below. It's a paid for pattern off of Etsy. But yeah, you just make like this, like I said, you make a hood, but I got to a certain point and I don't, it looks so cute on, because you can do like this and make it kind of fun. And yeah, so anyway, so that's one of my things. Not my things, I suppose. A gift. Okay. And this is my corner to corner that I've shown before, but it was for Christmas, turns out. What are you eating? Oh, I found something. Alright, anyway. I'm trying, I can't remember what this yarn is called, and I have a ball of it. One more skein, because I want to make a hat for someone. Still have a couple things to make, everybody. But anyway, so Hobby Lobby, I love this yarn. And then this is the Big Twist in the color cream, Big Twist Value. But this is my corner to corner. So anyway, yeah, speaking of needing to sew the ends in, there's this one. But that's okay. I'll do it before I wrap it. I promise. So, alright. So there are those. Once again, like I said, divided by house. So, alright. Okay. The yarn for the corner to corner, like I said, the one is Big Twist Green Cream. The other is I Love This Yarn in Marled Forest. That's what I thought it was, but I don't want to say that and be wrong. But it's one that I got on the clearance sale. But yeah, I'm gonna make a hat out of this one. It's still just yarn. It's yet to be anything, but big plans for it, you know. Okay. And then I have this one, which is the Mainstay Blue Multi. But I just same thing, did a double crochet with this one, but I just like how I just think that yarn is so cool how it does that. So neat. So yeah, that is one. I've shown this one on here a few times. I still haven't given it to her. This was supposed to be she done watch, so it's gonna be okay. And this is supposed to be my sister-in-law's birthday present. It's almost her birthday again. Haven't seen her because of all of, you know, the happenings in the world, am I right? But anywho, but yeah, this is for her, so it's her Christmas gift. I guess it made it to her Christmas instead of her birthday, but it's her name tag. It's her Harry Potter scarf and gloves. I will link the pattern for the gloves before, in case I don't. They're the Repeat Crafter Me 50-minute fingerless gloves, I think. They're very, very simple. Once you do it like once, maybe 2 times, you've got it. But anyway, so that's for her. Don't tell her. Alright, thanks. Which I had it for almost a year, so I guess if she's spoiled at this point, or, you know, she knows at this point, then it's probably alright. Mercy. Whoop. Okay. Dropped the yarn. Then I have this hat. That is the Red Heart Super Saver. I believe it's the favorite stripe. The rainbow, really pretty one. Anyway, so I just did some pretty crisscrosses and fun stuff. And then I made these gloves to match. Sorry, y'all, my throat's starting to get dippy. Okay. Made these gloves to match. So that's one. Also on the knitting machine, this was, I don't remember which yarn this is. I have another one somewhere. Darn it, I don't remember. Sorry. But anyway, I just put it on the knitting machine, and then if I think of it, I'll link it below, because I'll think of it, you know, eventually probably. But anyway, I just think it looks cool. It kind of has like a zebra-ish effect. So there. So once again, I just made an insanely long scarf. I used the whole entire cake. That's what happened. So and then I have 2 more corner to corner blankets, because my mom's right. I don't know, you know, I have yet to make another blanket any other way. I've just used this. But the person that this is for, I'll say that, really likes to do like the diamond dots paintings and things, and so I thought it'd be good, you know, whenever they're doing that, to just kind of sit there and, I don't know, keep their legs warm, I guess. So this is Big Twist. I believe it's burnt orange, and I think Big Twist burgundy. I don't remember. Miss B picked this one out, but I just made, once again, ends not sewn in. I'll get there. I just did this. I do this. So I just made a Lapkin, so that way So whenever they're just sitting there, it's not anything that, you know, if they go to stand up, it's not going to get in their way, stuff like that. So just one stripe down the middle, and I thought about doing a border, but I kind of like that just one different color thing. And then I made the same thing for whenever they're sitting in their recliner, and that way they're sitting in their chair and get chilly or whatever. It's for a different person, but yeah, same thing. I wanted it short, so if she goes to stand up, it won't be in her way. So this is the Craft Smart Value, right? I think, in the color Purple Flowers. And then this is all, I think this is the Bunches of Hugs, like the Red Heart Bunches of Hugs, the one that's in the big giant ball, and it's the purple. I don't have the band for it anymore, but anyway, this is what it is. So like I said, they're not huge, they're just enough to keep your lap warm, which, you know, I feel like is what a Lapkin is, right? So there's that. I like the way it turned out, though. I think it's really cool. But okay, one more. Okay, I'm gonna show this one, and then I'm gonna save the rest of the things until after they're opened. I have a couple things I can show you guys before I send them off, but I know for a fact those people watch this channel. So yes, this is a shawl that I made with the Premier Chunky Bloom, the one that I got the other day from Walmart. They're like $4.97 for the ball. It's amazing. I used a ball and not quite a half, so it's a pretty good deal. I just made a granny double crochet, or not really granny at all, but a double crochet, chain one, skip one type scenario shawl. So that yarn is so pretty. I like it. So yep, so that's what I made. It's super soft and squishy. I think it'll be really, really warm. So I have a couple other things that, obviously I keep saying that, that I want to show you guys. I have been making hoodies like a crazy person. One under the tree, another one's finished that I need to wrap, and then I have another one that I'm working on. Today is the 22nd, so let's all hope that I get it finished. Mercy. Anywho, yeah, so let's see, I have, so the one hat that I showed you guys, the forest green, or the forest marled forest hat to make. I have like one other thing that I need to make, and then for like other people, and then the hoodie for here. So I'm hoping to get everything accomplished. I feel like the hoodie is first in line just because. So yeah, I mean, I have all the things, I guess, somewhat finished for the most part. That's what really kind of stinks, is if I had all the things finished for here, it wouldn't matter at all, because like I said, we don't get to go anywhere else. So then I could just work on those things and be stress-free, but no. I did the other things and then our things, which actually I worked on most of those throughout the year, but still. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what we're doing. We'll probably meet up with everyone a day or two after Christmas. I don't know. At this point, like, hardly anyone has an appetite, and no one feels like doing anything. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous. So yeah, I don't know. We haven't been sick this whole time, and now right before Christmas we're sick. So it is what it is, I guess. At least we all got medicine. We were tested, like I said, for the one. Well, not all of us were tested, I guess. My son was, but anyway, for the virus that shall not be named, and everything came back negative, so it's not that. It's just the gunk, which I feel like is going around, but I don't want to spread it to everybody. That doesn't seem like a very nice thing to do. Go somewhere sick, you know. So we're gonna wait a couple days, then go see everybody. Well, that's not true. Not go see everybody. Go see just a handful of people. Isn't it wild? I mean, really, like, you know, think to a couple years ago and how Christmas was, and then now. I mean, it's wild, honestly. I don't know. I guess everybody knows that. I'm just kind of rambling at this point, but anywho. Yep. So I don't know. We're gonna do what we can. We have, you know, like I said, almost everything except for the one thing that I'm working on for them here. So we'll still have Christmas here and have a good day. And you know, that's honestly, I've discussed that I really don't like Christmas, but I'm just gonna be honest. My favorite day of the year is Christmas Day, because that's the one day that I know my hubby doesn't go to work, and all of us just stay here and hang out together, which, I mean, we hang out together a lot, but that day, like, so my hubby's here and we all just hang out and play and do fun stuff the whole entire day. And it's a good one. So I'm looking forward to that, even though we're all gonna feel kind of icky, but that's all right. We'll still have fun. We'll still, you know, make it a good one, even if we drag mattresses into the living room and lay there and watch TV. Just watch movies all day, I guess. That kind of sounds fun, honestly. Just have like family camp out in the living room. Maybe new Christmas tradition. Heck, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. It's a bummer, but the whole better safe than sorry thing. I don't want to go get anybody sick, because then just like that, I'm the people I've been complaining about for 2 years, being sick and going around people. So we'll stay home, and then so once everyone feels better, then, you know, we can get together. It's okay. But that gives me a little bit more time to work on everyone else's things while I get our things accomplished, so that's nice. But yeah, so I don't know. So alright, that's, I think, everything. I mean, it's just like a big pile of stuff over there now. It's not nearly as pretty and organized as it was, but I'm fixing to wrap things. I have an extra hat and an extra pair of gloves just in case. I don't know who I'm giving them to, but just in case. So I mean, it stinks that the hat I need to make is for like it's a manly hat, because otherwise I already have things made, you know. So anyway, almost there. Very Princess Tiana about Christmas around here. I'm almost there. So alright, I think that's what we're gonna do. I have a couple more videos that I need to do I've missed a day. I don't even know that whole thing. I'm gonna be honest, it's a lot doing a video a day, y'all. It's one thing to like record a few in a day and then put them out every day. Recording one every single day, it's wearing me out. And so yeah, I'm gonna try really hard to get those accomplished and things, and then after that, I think we may drag the mattresses in there early. We could just camp out for the next few days. Who's gonna stop us? You know what I mean? Sounds kind of fun. Huh. Alright, but anyway, yeah, I think we're all just gonna, I mentioned the other day that 3 of us felt crummy, 2 of us were okay. The 2 that feel okay are at work right now. They're like at the shop and away from us pitiful little sicklings, which I don't blame them one bit. So I think that the 3 of us, I think, are just gonna kick it and probably find some good movies to watch and just hang out today. So I'm pretty sure that's the plan. They said I have to wrap presents, so I'll probably just go in there and maybe they can help me wrap presents and get it did. So alright, so thank you guys so very much for listening to, or staying to the end of my Crochet Ramblings Christmas present edition. That's fun. I don't even know at this point. I thought I was there. I thought I had things done. I'm twirling my hair because I'm anxious. I obviously don't have things done. Okay, so I'm gonna go work on things. Go wrap things and make it look like I accomplished something under the tree anyway. That'll make me feel better about it. It's very fun. Oh my goodness. I hope you guys have a wonderfully blessed day. I hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas, or a very wonderful whatever you celebrate. Enjoy yourselves. Enjoy your family. I'm going to like record a few videos before, like my friend Miss, probably Christmas Eve and Christmas. Do those in advance just so you guys know, but I still want some of my friends to be able to like see whatever on Christmas, I guess. So there will be those, but yeah. Alright, I don't even know what that had to do with anything. Sickness rambles, I guess. Alright, so I'm gonna go because I'm just talking about gibberish for like the last 10 minutes now. I just had to show you a shawl. Okay. It's like the 8th time. Thank you guys. Just a second, but I feel like it's the 8th. Thank you guys for staying to the end of my Christmas crochet ramblings. I hope you all have a wonderfully blessed day. Please stay safe. And I will talk to you guys soon.